up, guys? I'm Sophie Lightning, and Nerf blasters are obviously a lot of fun. Obviously, I love Nerf blasters with an absolute passion, but a complaint that I hear often is that some Nerf blasters are too expensive. So today's list is top 10 blasters under $15. So I'm going to count blasters that are 15. Before we get too far into this video, I want you guys to pause it, drop a comment down below what you think my top pick is going to be. Let's get into it. Number 10 is going to be the Firestrike. This was my go-to secondary for quite a few years. I love this blaster, and there's a couple reasons why. First of all, it does have a laser integrated, so it is superior to its older brother, the Nightfinder, in that regard, as the laser actually helps you in quite a bit. It's quite accurate because it is below the barrel. Darts naturally drop as they fly through the air, so the laser being down below is actually helpful. It also just primes really well. This whole list is going to be basically Jolt reskins, and this is essentially a Jolt reskin. The reason why it's on this list primarily is because it is so comfortable, and because of that laser. The comfortability is awesome. The fact that it holds 2 extra darts is great. Tack rail's awesome, and it just looks fantastic. It's one of my favorite blasters. Number 9 is kind of an older blaster from the Zombie Strike series. It is the Sideswipe. As you can see, one of the best parts about this blaster is it came with a holster that, fun fact, can actually hold the number 10 blaster on this list, the Firestrike, which is really cool. I love the holster. Once again, this blaster is just incredibly comfortable. I'm a really big fan of the grip on this one. It's also accurate. It's incredibly similar to the Firestrike. The only reason why it's higher and why it's also on this list is because it comes with this holster, so I feel like you really get your money's worth with this blaster. It's awesome. If you can find this holster, I totally recommend picking it up. Like I said, this is an older blaster. It's always one of my faves. Number 8, the Rival Knockout. When this blaster first came out, I kind of was a hater of it just because it is quite a process to actually prime, load, and fire it. That being said, it's super accurate and powerful, and once you get the hang of the loading, you can really do it in only a couple seconds, which is awesome. It's probably one of my favorite Rival pistols. It's not the most comfortable, which is why it is higher up on this list, and of course it only fires one Rival round at a time, and then you do have to reload, but it's got that power and accuracy. For 10 bucks, it's awesome. And in number 7, another Jolt reskin, the Quadrot. This is on the list for one reason only. This blaster is a 10 out of 10 bang for your buck. I'm not even gonna lie. This is $7. Kind of why I picked 7th place for it as well. And you get that 4 darts, so you only have to load 4 at a time, and then you can individually fire each 4. Of course, you do have to kind of compensate for the inch difference between the first dart and the last dart that you're going to be firing when it comes to aiming. That being said, it is probably one of the most budget affordable secondaries that there is, because it does actually have a higher rate of fire than all of these other single prime, single loading Jolt reskins. Performance wise, it's super average like all the other blasters on this list, but the fact that it holds 4 and that it's only $7 to $8 is pretty awesome, and it's another one I recommend. Following that same bang for your buck trend, we're going to put the Triad. This one is $6. My dad is actually really great at Nerf as well, and this is his go-to blaster. Even with all of the new Percy's technological advancement that Nerf has come out with, he still will always go for the Triad. He feels like it is the most accurate, most powerful, and I agree with him in those regards. It's a super accurate blaster, packs a punch. It's a Jolt, but better because it, of course, holds 3 with that smart AR system, so it doesn't matter where you load the rounds, it will know where one is and proceed to fire it. Accurate, powerful, great bang for your buck. Overall, one of my favorite blasters. I know I literally think I've said that about almost everything on this list thus far, but it's a great one. Next up is the Strongarm. I only have one that's still in the box here because it is that Fire Edition. I don't want to open it. I also got this one in Italy, fun fact. But the Strongarm is number 5 on this list for a variety of reasons. It's a better Maverick in regards to it holds 6 darts just like the Maverick, but it has slam fire. It's an awesome secondary, a great pistol. I see so many people going into battle with 2 Strongarms because you can typically dual wield them if you use one to prime the other one. It's a great looking blaster, and it's kind of a nod to the symbolic Maverick, but with improved internals and of course slamfire. In 4th place is the Rival Kronos. I featured this in actually my top 10 best blasters of all time. It should be higher on this list if I'm being honest, but it was just so hard to get those top 3, and it just quite didn't make the cut. Kronos is a great $15 blaster. I highly recommend it. This is probably one of the most recommended blasters on this whole list. Holds a pretty significant amount of ammo for a pistol, super accurate and powerful. The only Reason why I put it a little bit high on this list is because I've noticed that after only a little bit of use, the springs kind of quickly lose power. For example, this Deadpool blaster is getting about 20 feet less than when I originally got it. It's probably one of the most significant things I've seen on any blaster when it comes to losing power, and it happened to multiple Kronoses that I own. So that's the only reason. It could be user error. I might have left them primed or loaded, who knows, but that's why it made number 4. Congratulations, we're now in the top 3. In 3rd place, I'm gonna put a blaster that I unfortunately do not have on hand here, and it's only on here for nostalgia purposes. That's the Maverick. I know earlier in this video I mentioned it. I kind of made it seem like I wasn't going to put it in this video. The Maverick started Nerf's popularity, in my opinion. Like, the Maverick is what skyrocketed it. It is a almost 20-year-old blaster that you can still buy at some stores, new in packaging. If that doesn't say famous Nerf blaster that should be on the top 10 best blaster list under 15, then I don't know what does. I know it's not the most powerful, but got on here for nostalgic value. That's what happens when you come to a Nerfers 101 video. I'm Sophie Lightning. I'm gonna put my own opinion. Number 2 might be upsetting. It's the Hammershot, and the reason why it's upsetting is because you probably wanted it to be number 1. That was probably your guess. Hammershot is a phenomenal blaster. You hear Nerfers talking high praise about this blaster all the time. It's part of the reason why Nerf just re-released it in 3 new Amazon exclusive paint schemes. You can dual wield these. You can modify them. It holds 5 darts. It's a great hammer action that allows you to use one hand to use it, which is why it's so high on this list. Tack rail also just looks fantastic. It's one of the best blasters ever. It was in my top 10 list. Number 1. This is Sophie Lightning's picks. Just cut me a little slack, all right? Number 1. But the Jolt. Were you correct? Down in the comments below. Here's the reason why I picked the Jolt. The Jolt started so many things. You hear that joke all the time. Jolt to reskin. You know what? That stemmed from this little blaster right here that costs like $4. Not even. You can find them for like $2 now. It's a great last option to always have at a battle, always have in your pocket at a Nerf war. And once again, this little guy that I almost just dropped started so much for the Nerf brand, in my opinion, and he packs quite a punch for his size. It's just a great blaster. It's so fun, comfortable, and it works well. It's not the most accurate, but like I said, it started everything else, so we had to put it at number 1. This will forever go down as one of the best Nerf pistols, best blasters under $10, under 15 ever. So I just want to thank you guys all for watching. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and new video coming next week.